All right, guys, I'm going to be changing out my spark plugs today on my 2022 Ford Bronco Sport Outer Banks Edition. This is for the 1.5 liter engine, 3-cylinder. I can't find a video on YouTube, so I figured I would make one, and hopefully this helps you guys. I've never done this before. I am not a mechanic. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo. I have changed spark plugs before. I'd like to think I'm not a complete idiot, but if I leave my comments on, I'm sure somebody will disagree with me on something, but I'm gonna make this work for me today. So you've got your hood up, and the first thing you're gonna do is disconnect this, whatever this is, the sensor, the solenoid, whatever they wanna call it. There's a little clip right here. I was able to push it with my finger. You may need a flathead screwdriver to help you out, but this just gives you some leeway. You can see the spark plugs, the 3 spark plugs are right there. You are gonna need an Allen wrench. I've got this handy dandy tool right here for an Allen wrench. This is a T40 is what it is. And you can see each one has a screw. I've busted the middle one loose. And once you get it started, it is easy to go. It's easy to crank. Right, so you can just keep turning it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but trust me, it's turning. I'm trying to disconnect as little as possible. I don't want to mess with this, and I want this to go as fast as possible. So we will see what happens. I'm sure there's more hoses I could disconnect, but again, I don't want to break anything. I just want to get this done and get my day started. So all I'm gonna do is do one at a time. Yeah, once you get it cranked, I can do this with my finger now, so that's good. And then we're gonna pull this up, and that's gonna expose the spark plug underneath. Again, I'm not a mechanic. You do what you think is best. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. I don't care how you do it. I don't necessarily care how it should be done. I feel like I almost got this threaded out here. I wish I could just disconnect everything, but I'm not really good at not breaking clips. Okay, so this one is... Okay. Okay. Hang on, I got a fancy dancy tool. All right, so I got this tool. The head pivots. The socket is magnetic. Of course, it's 5/8. You look right down there, you can see the spark plug. It's great. So, just gonna stick this down there. Start turning until it catches. Hopefully there's not a trick to this. See, I feel like I need a tool to get some leverage on it, man. Why do they gotta make this so impossible? All right. Okay, well, the trick was to let the engine warm up for 2 minutes. Normally you want the engine to be cold, but online it said to let the engine run for about 2 minutes and then let it cool for a few minutes. And now it honestly popped right up. I thought I was gonna have to go get some penetrating oil. And here we go. spark plug. I am ashamed to tell you how old this spark plug is, so I'm not going to say anything at all, but it is old. So now you get your new spark plugs. 1 second. I am replacing these with the factory OEM Motorcraft. So new spark plug, and you'll want to make sure they're gapped. You want them between 0.03 and 0.035. Awesome. Just dropped them in my goddamn radiator, man. Well, now I gotta go get a magnet. All right, well, here we are. Turns out this thing is not magnetic. So my little makeshift magnet grabber was useless, but I was able to knock it down onto the ground from the front of the car. Okay, so where were we? We're gapping our spark plugs. Okay, so you'll just want to put them in there like this and go until it can't go no more, and boom, it's pretty much 0.03. So this is a good spark plug. So we're not going to mess around. We're just going to put it right in the magnetic socket. Okay. We start feeding it down. Be careful not to knock anything in the cylinder hole here. And if it feels like it's going in crooked, it is. Just take it out and try again. Once you got it going, you want to torque it out. About 18 pounds, I think is what it says. I'm just going to give it a little bit of love. Okay. That's all there is to it. And then you just repeat the process. So you want to put this back in there. And you can see the screw hole. Just line it up. Again, I'm not a mechanic, I'm just an idiot. Just doing what I think is right. And that's not always the best thing. Yeah. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Okay, since modern car makers and Ford can't ever make anything easy, there's this box here that this solenoid clips to, and there's a nut here. You're gonna have to take it off to get to the screw for the last spark plug that we were doing. It's a 10mm socket. Hopefully this is the only one. Hopefully this thing just wobbles right off and we can pull it aside, get to this last spark plug here. See, we learn as we go. It is lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? Oh, man, you coming loose or not? Wait, maybe I can get to it. Maybe I'm wasting my time. Maybe I'm wasting everybody's time. Or maybe it came loose enough to where it bent out of the way. Anyway, we might not have to do that, so scratch that. Scratch that. Get you out of the way, though. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, you see? This is the clip that this fastens to, so you just loosen it and you can push it out of the way. All right, so we weren't wasting our time. We were not wasting our time. Naturally, this has to be the last one. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out, because honestly, it's pissing me off. The whole screw is coming out, not the nut. Okay. See, I'm also filming it in case I need to reference it later. There we go. I ran the engine a couple minutes. I've let it cool down a couple minutes. And now I'm going to try and break this last spark plug free. Oh yeah, man, it works like a charm. Jesus. If you're ever having trouble, do that. Let the engine run for 2 minutes, turn it off for 4 minutes, and give it a go. God, this makes me excited. I'm almost done with this. It really wasn't terribly too hard. The physical exertion was a bit rough, but I'm just a wuss. Well, there we go. My old spark plug was stuck in my socket. That's what she said. Just look. Just look. One's old, one's new. Guess which is which? Change your spark plugs more often, dumbass.